Well, hello folks, welcome back to the channel. I am the Custard Prophet and we are back with our Tennis Manager 2023 playthrough. Yes, we're back with Crusty Bun in the Custard Tennis Academy. We've been gone forward about a month since we were last together, and we're in a really good position in an ATP 250 tournament. Certainly I think the best we have done in a little while, and real opportunity to maybe get to a potentially to get to a final at this level, and then who knows. Let's go and have a look. Okay folks, last time out you saw us getting knocked out in the first round in Wimbledon. It was very disappointing, but it was kind of understandable. We were playing the number 5 in the world, so we are now deep into the hard season. We've played we're 4 weeks into the hard season. We've played in Kazakhstan, we've played in Turkey, and now China, and now we are playing in Austria, which you can't see there. So let's have a look how things went in Astana. This was an absolute disaster. Really worried me. This was a Challenger Tour event. We were top seeds, and we got smashed by Sebastian Sorga. 7-6, 6-2. It was really disappointing. As you can see, Sebastian Sorga went all the way through and won the event, so he's clearly come out of that with a lot of positivity. But yeah, was worried about that. But we were coming back then for the Chengdu Open, and we got through to a semi-final. This was very pleasing. Beat Huyong Ro 6-4, 6-3 in the first round from South Korea. Japan's Ryo Nokuchi 6-love, 6-love. That was nice. Then Gerard Campana Lee. All of these are relatively lowly ranked. 6-4, 6-1, and then lost just on 2 tie breaks in a semi-final against another wild card, 136th ranked Benabe Zabetas Morales, who ended up going on to win the event. So I was much more encouraged by this. Yes, we lost to a lower ranked player, but it gave us real hope that maybe we could push things on, and that did boost our ranking. We dropped down in the rankings at this point, and so this is pushing us back up in the right way. But let's go and have a look at the tournament that we are in currently. So we're in this Austrian Masters 250 event. Really pleased to get here, and look at some of the results that we've had. Alexei Popyrin, who is 45th in the world. We beat him 7-6, 6-3. I was really happy to get through this. This was a last-minute wildcard event that we kind of went in for. I wasn't going to do it, but really glad I did. Diego Schwartzman, 26th in the world, beat him 6-4, 6-love. And then we beat the number 19 in the world, Yuncheng Shang, 6-3, love 6, 6-2. And that puts us into the semi-final. And we have potentially a winnable semi-final against Marcus Giron, 110th in the world. Given what we've done to this level, we should get through that, and if we do that, we're playing Jack Draper in the final for an all British final. Exciting times. Let's get into it in a second. Let's first of all have a look at the infrastructure. This is where we are at the minute. We've just had our upgrade to our hard courts, so that might be giving us a little bit of a boost at the minute. I think we get a little hardcore bonus. I'm not sure exactly how, but I think it's 1%. So we've got to try and work out what we're doing next up, and I think one of the things that we are going to be looking to do is to bring in another player. But in the meantime, we kind of need to think about, well, where do we upgrade next? So those are sort of questions that are still sort of bouncing around in my head. We have brought in a scout now who is currently scouting. We were looking at Jack Draper. I don't think we'll manage to get Jack Draper, who is currently the player we're going to be playing, 21st in the world. Blue Baker is 632nd in the world. Sort of wondering about this guy as maybe someone we can bring in. So we've also got another player we could potentially bring in. So let's find another Brit. So we've just put Billy Blades in, who's a 22-year-old who's currently ranked with, again, it's just kind of, I don't know whether any of these are good, and this is what I was talking about in the other video I published on things I'd like to see in the game, sort of an improvement to this whole system, because as things stand, there's no real way to know who might be the best people to bring in. So it would be great if the scouts could actually provide some information on that. So yeah, to speed this up, it would increase our evaluation speed if we got some improvements in the infrastructure here. So the youth and scouting centre. So I think things like the supervision tools, evaluation speed bonus here is what that would bring in. But that's a big old whack of money, isn't it? Also allows us to get another scout in, but I think we'd have to think carefully about this. This is also something this is a great way to make a bunch of money, this one. So that might be a place to look, the sports study program. Right, folks, let's get into it. Let's see if we can do this, because I'd be very, very excited if we could manage to achieve this. We've beaten Marcus Giron once before. I think it was this year. Beat him in Nottingham 6-7-6, 6-4. So it's a great opportunity to potentially take him on again. We're going with the on the body play. We've been playing around with the deviation play and the other ones, but none of them seem to be quite as effective as this. So that's kind of where we are at the minute. We've upped his confidence to self-assured now, which is great. Let's get into this game against Giron. I'd love to get the opportunity to play Draper again. We lost to him once before, but we've never done it in a final, have we? Let's try and get through this one. Well, it's 4-3 and we are 15-40 up. Playing well currently. First chance anyone's had on anyone's serve, and Crusty's got a couple of chances if he needs them both. And into the net it goes. Crusty has that early break. And Crusty here looking good for this first set. 40-15 up, 5-3 up. Just needs to see this out. And he goes way long with that one. Little kick serve, I think, just popped up. And there we go. We are... well, it's a really positive opening set. And certainly the poorest player we've come up against. Looking at the stats there, 61% of points won, that's good. 78% of service points won, way above him on that, and also 41% of return points won. So really no need to change it in the minute. And here we go, 15-40, first game of the second set. Could we take an early break here, really, to put the advantage on and potentially give ourselves a route into that final, which would be amazing. Here he comes in, Crusty comes in. That's a really dodgy volley there, but he's got another chance here. A good length on that and into the net, and it's 1-love. Very, very good. Well, Crusty here, well, it's gone the other way potentially. 30-40 down on his own serve. Just needs to... oh, yeah, that's all he's got to do. Make the opposition make mistakes. And again, fighting hard here. 30-40 up. Lovely serve though. Chance to put this away. And that was really nicely done. In control of the point all the way through that is Giron. Another advantage. 2-love up. Trying to get that third game on the board. And really, you'd think at that point, probably Crusty is got the advantage. Oh, that's awful. Completely at the wrong time. Just scoops it out. 3-love. Oh, Crusty, 4-love up here and got the advantage. Giron has not looked a threat, in all honesty. Far too many mistakes. A lot of shots out or into the net. And Crusty there. 5-love. Now he's going to seal the deal here. And he does with ease. 40-love. Looks like Crusty is going to be playing... well... Jack Draper in the final. This will be good. I think we already mentioned, 40-15, we already mentioned Jack Draper was the first player that we took control of in the first ever version of this game. Did quite well with him, but struggled to get him deep into the ranking wise. Both coming in for 6-love in the second set. So there we go. Well done, Crusty. Absolutely fantastic. Gonna be proud of that. And he's getting through to the final. So this is a big old thing into the final. Crusty now. I mean, let's have a look at what this could potentially mean. It's a press conference here. So get off to a good start is good. Crusty could win that title. How? It feels like Crusty has reached another level. How do you explain? I don't know. It's a sudden uplift. Crusty's a hard worker and he earned his place in this final. The Giraldi Open is where we are. We'll just have a look at what this might mean in terms of points, ATP points that we'll be getting. So 250 points for the winner. We've already guaranteed 150 points, so the winner gets 100 more. That could be massive. That could even push us potentially. I mean, shall we have a look? Let's have a look. So ATP points. We're 41st at the minute. We're losing 100 points, but we're gaining 50 currently. So if we gain 150 there, I think we might find ourselves inching towards the top 30, perhaps around 32nd if we're lucky enough. So that would be absolutely enormous if we can manage that. Martin Landaluce, oh, he's pushing us. I'm not seeing any of any of our young proteges up here either. So I think we're as high as anyone else. Rafael Nadal's still going at 40. Wonder how many years he's got left. It'd be nice to maybe go up against him one last time and see if we can beat the 40-year-old Rafael Nadal. Now Jack Draper has beaten us before. It was 6-4, 6-3. We played well, but we are in absolutely the right place at the minute. So we're gonna carry on with this on the body play, I think. But we have got the option to change it if it doesn't work. So let's up him. We've upped his motivation. We've yet to make we didn't make an improvement to our motivation category. We did want to be pushing up from trouble, but we'll see how things go. Right, fingers crossed. This is Jack Draper in the final. Well, I said make a fast start. Make sure we do not lose this. It's an opportunity here for Draper. Crusty struggling on his opening service game. It's 30-40. Oh, no, sorry, it's an advantage. And Draper he's just waiting for the mistake, and Crusty's lost the first game. Not good. Potentially going to lose the third game as well. He's 3-2 down. But Crusty makes good use of that wide serve there. 4-2 up, but to Draper, and Crusty struggling here on his own serve. It looks like this first set is only going one way. I think maybe we just have to have maybe a little change around in the style of play. Maybe we can get something more out of this. It's a shame because we have beaten better than Jack Draper to this tournament. He's coming in. Oh, oh, he meant that, didn't he? For the last part of this set, let's just go on to deviation. Well, did not work. We got a point on his serve, but we are not winning anything on his serve at all. It's just gone long there. Power. So we're 40-30. Just need to get some belief somewhere that we can cause him some trouble, because I've yet to see anything. I mean, we've really struggled to do anything against him. He's coming in. Don't go cross court. Oh, it's this side. I thought it was just going to pop over on his side, and then it's gone. It is gone. I don't think that deviation play was working too well. Do we go top spin? Do we do that? I think it feels like we need to do something because it's not working at the minute. Let's have a look at the stats. So only 38% of points won. 20% on his serve, not good enough. 50% on ours, not good enough. Getting good number of first serves in, but we're not winning the points when we get them in. Bizarrely, second serves, we're winning more points. Don't understand that. So a lot of work to do here. Let's see if we can do this with this slight change in tactical approach. No, did not work, did it? I love 40. I wonder whether it's just giving a bit more time. I wonder whether lack of variety is the problem here. He's gone along with that one, that's fine. 15-40. He's got a lot of power. I don't know what his power actually is, but down the... Oh, well done. And it's 1-love. We'll keep on like this for a little bit. See what we can pull out. No, it's not. That's not working at all, is it? I think we just go back to what we got here, because it was the thing that was working the best. It's a shame. I was hoping we could potentially get a win here, but we are getting points out of this. We know that. It's a very, very good tournament for us, and you know, we're playing top of the tree players here, giving them a game. Maybe we haven't played so well this particular match, but some of the others we have really played well. Like that, and here we go. Oh, into the net when I had the chance there. Finally, Crusty's shown something on his serve. And that was good, deep play there. And he went down the line. I think that was the shot to play. Cross court would have been a nightmare. It was just well covered. Oh, dear me. I mean, what do you do against this? He is absolutely outstanding. We've not had a hope either of those points. It's been all Draper, just in control completely. And so Crusty really needs... I don't know quite what he needs to do. And that's well played again. I think a lot of people have said he's not being attacking enough, but it seems like almost whatever we do, he can't necessarily get the upper hand as much. Draper here. Oh, down the line. It's 4-love. Oh, it's a shame. I thought we were going to have that, but a chance here for Draper to get... I mean, we don't want to just... Oh, it's 5-love. It's going to be an embarrassing result in the end, isn't it? And he's got the match point, championship point. Crusty's just not been involved in this game. Such a shame. Struggle with the power. And there we go. Mistake there, going cross court again. And Draper wins it. Crusty's out. And, I mean, you've got to say he deserved it. Let's go and have a look at the... No, I don't think he deserved to win the match, to be honest. I can't say that. Really, yeah, not a bad result, in all honesty. 150 points and a good chunk of prize money, £132,000. So that's going to be awesome. I don't know how much we get out of that. Let's have a look. So 34% of the prize money, and that's £44,000 into the academy. So £240,000 sitting in the academy now. You feel actually that's going to be a big... We could look to upgrade one of the courts, perhaps the indoor courts, because we know that's going to be a help going forward. We're going to get a little bit more money out of that. We get a bonus there and another staff spot. That's an option. The track Are we going to be losing money on that? Well, looking at this is a great option. What a huge amount of money you get for this. £48,000. Only it costs 19k, and I mean, I don't know why we don't get a treatment from this, but maybe that's getting to level 2. But that feels like it's a good use of money. So we will do that. The balnear therapy room. So that's sort of pressure therapy, isn't it? So that's upgraded in a month, and that's going to give us a whole load of money every month, which we can absolutely then use to get another player. I think that's the final thing. So we'll wait a month, and then we'll look to bring in the players. Perhaps what we can do in the meantime is bring in a decent another decent trainer, a slightly higher level than we've got, so we can steal that person with Crusty, and we can give the other person one of our trainers. Anyway, folks, that'll do. Hope you enjoyed it. Not quite what we wanted, but we got to the final of an ATP 250 event, which is huge for Crusty. Certainly the highest, furthest he has ever got. So that is great. Looks like we are on track. Let's have a look to see what that's done for his ranking before we go. So Crusty, with that improvement in ranking, he is now up 3 places to 38th in the world. So that's pretty good. He's got another tournament coming up in Canada. I don't recall agreeing to this one. I think this has been randomly put in. I don't know why this has been put in, but it has. I think sometimes you have to play in some of these tournaments. So we'll see how we've got what I think is a relatively, well, given the standard of players at this level, a decent opportunity here to get through into round of 32. But ideally, I didn't really want to do that, and it's too many tournaments back to back, far too many tournaments back to back, so that's not what I wanted. But we'll probably come back for the US Open. I think that feels like the right thing to do. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Hopefully we'll be going into the US Open with really, really good shape, good morale, and everything else. Right, folks, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.